Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
Yana Vinaka and good morning, Fiji. In this bulletin, demand for children's heart operation increases. High rate of scabies amongst Fijians. And US election battle heats up.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
Around 80 children have been screened with congenital heart disease at the Sanjivani Medical Center in recent months. Director Dr. Krupali Tapu says about 60 of these children will undergo urgent treatment, and that will take place once border restrictions are eased. She adds the border restrictions currently in force has hindered the work of the Sanjivani Medical Center. However, operations will be carried out once a green light is given to overseas medical professionals entering our borders.
And certainly we know that with congenital heart disease, if you operate on these children, you do give them a gift of life. You do make a difference to their lives. Some children will have simple defects, some will have more complex defect, and the ones that are more complicated are the ones that may, need surgery sooner rather than later.
1 in every 5 Fijians is at risk of having scabies at any given time, with children at a higher risk. A 2007 national survey has identified the disease to be highly prevalent in Fiji, and the World Scabies Program has partnered with the Health Ministry to offer treatment in communities. The 4-year mass drug administration is straightforward, safe and effective. The WSP Fiji Steering Committee has described scabies as impacting quality of life, sleep, work and school.
It affects those in poor sanitation, overcrowding, those with low socioeconomic status for that matter. It's a condition that takes up a lot of the caseload in the skin clinic at Tumi Hospital.
Local Government Minister Pramila Kumar says they are working hard to ensure that all markets are safe and more accessible. However, she says they still have a lot of work to do in this area. Kumar says they're trying to design markets and maintain it at the same time, as it is an important infrastructure. The minister adds this contributes to the livelihoods of thousands of people.
Particularly after COVID-19 and Cyclone Harold, we have seen more people coming to the market just to sell their produce so that they can run their homes. They rely on this income. So we understand that.
Facebook commentator Kishore Kumar, who was suspended by the Education Ministry, now claims that his account name has been duplicated. In response to questions from FBC News, Kumar now claims these accounts are pretending to be him, using his name and photo and damaging his name. Soon after his suspension, late yesterday, Kumar removed all his previous videos where he attacked NFP Member Parliament Lenore Ngeringeritambua and claimed to have a pornographic video of her. Kumar, who refers to himself as the publisher of Kishore Kumar publication, is a computer science teacher at Ratasukuna Memorial School. Despite having previously commented and posted publicly on Facebook, he has told FBC News that he cannot give interviews without permission from the Education Minister. FBC News has also asked to see the so-called video, but he says he's working with Facebook to increase security on his account and will provide an update this weekend. More than 1.4 million tonnes of cane have been crushed by the 3 sugar mills to date. Fiji Sugar Corporation Chief Executive Graham Clark says the crush to date is 5% higher than last year. Clark says mill performance has also seen better than the past 2 seasons. Clark says they are now loading the final bulk of sugar for export.
We're busy loading the last vessel, which will be the 5th vessel that's gone out this year with Fiji Sugar. And that vessel will carry 30,000 tonnes to the UK, and they will complete loading by the weekend as on plan.
And in world news, President Donald Trump and Joe Biden have entered their full final week of campaign ahead of the U.S. elections next week. Polls suggest that Biden is in the lead to become the next U.S. president. Up ahead, discipline the key, says Baber. And women's IDC starts today.
Oira na ngone no de nini enda be singe ni mataka.
Mersusunga da kena loma dina kilo mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitar lobina no rabak sangai ka wala loma taki na ngone. Dalabina oya o meliki.
Bulre oya o Samuel Samuel.
Nama kiki rau enda be mataka.
Moniti kina makarombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena Radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Indaw kina na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
Being a professional rugby player can be boring, according to Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber. Incorrectly before getting to work again can be boring. The national coach says these are some things he has to worry about other than talent.
It's that I'm looking at. I'm looking at these guys, not just who've got the talent, but can they consistently match that talent with what is necessary to be a pro player? Because ultimately, when you get that mix right, that's somebody that you can trust and you know can go and deliver what system the team requires on a field. Not the system what coach requires, what system that team plays best to.
Lambasa footballer Andi Anasimedi Volitikoro wants to continue the legacy of her grandfather, former Lambasa goalie Petero Namode. Volitikoro is part of the Lambasa football team that will compete in today's 2020 Vodafone Women's Inter-District Championship. It's playing the game that drives the Wangele College student every day. Volitikoro says it will be a battle as they prepare to take on Tailevu Naitasiri in their first match.
Yeah, there's a lot of competition going on. Our team captain usually talk to us about it. Like now the women's football in Fiji have increased, and we can underestimate any team because they're all coming strong and they all want to win the IDC this year.
About 80 teams will be part of the Fiji Volleyball Federation Club Championship, which starts this week. Fiji Volleyball President Linga Ngukisuva says it's the start of an exciting journey. He says international rules will be applied at the tournament, which means it's not going to be 3 sets per game.
So there's going to be 5 sets. You can only work out how long it's going to take to hold this tournament. 80 teams, not an easy feat. So Friday we're hoping to do all the round robin, and Saturday just play off and the finals. We're quite excited. We're looking forward to the commencement of our season, and we're very excited with the number of teams, players, and also the sponsors that have agreed to sign up to be part of Fiji Volleyball Federation.
Suva and Mothe have booked their places in the Cricket Fiji Cup Association Cup semi-finals today. The Capitals side battle first, outclassing Oneata. In another quarter-final match today, Yesterday, Mothe beat Lakemba. Mothe managed to edge Lakemba at Albert Park in Suva. Suva will take on Nandi while Mothe faces Onoilau in the semi-finals. The winner of the Association Challenge will host the tournament next year. A quick look at the weather map for today. It is Wednesday, the 28th of October, finally middle of the work week. Cloudy periods with brief showers over the eastern parts and the interior of the larger islands is to be expected. Elsewhere, fine apart from isolated afternoon or evening showers and possible thunderstorms. Moderate to fresh southeast winds, gusty at times. And that is your FBC Morning News. Join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. Remember, in times of crisis, you need factual news that you can trust. Stop believing fake news about the COVID-19 on social media. Fight misinformation by getting only the facts about the coronavirus from verified news sources like FBC's TV, radio and digital media news. FBCnews.com.fj, keeping Fijians connected with the truth.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।